Well, hello and welcome to I Love Gay today. And we're in DC today, and we are with Ryan Ubuntu Olson. How are you?
Hi, Matt. I am so glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
I'm glad to be connected with you here. I've enjoyed our connections on social media, it's primarily LinkedIn, I would say, over the years. But even before this interview, and I'm kind of going through your Facebook and stalking you on social media, and it's like you are high energy. It seems like you have been everywhere.
I have been everywhere, and I credit my mother and my grandfather with my high energy life experience.
I love that.
And it does help that I used to work at Disney World, and so I have a lot of energy.
I think that's the key right there. Now it all makes sense. But now you've come out with a new book, a memoir, Finding My Humanity. Yep,
Yes.
there it is. And but yeah, you kind of walk people through your life, starting, from middle America, rural Colorado, into kind of where and who you've become today. But yeah, tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, I'm just one of those people that's been so beautifully blessed in my life to have had such fortunate experiences to travel the world, but to really have some profound and meaningful experiences that really have shaped who I am as a person. And to think about where I came from as a sullen, suicidal youth in middle America to now leading global gay rights movements and occupying spaces like at the UN, talking about gay rights or working with frontline actors or activists all over the world. I feel pretty blessed to have really come a long way and seen a lot of stuff, but to continue serving our community in a meaningful way in all sorts of spaces that I can. So it seems I'm bewildered by my own life. I'm like, how am I still here?
Well, and I know that in the book you kind of talk about you're an accidental activist, and it's kind of started on a conservative Catholic campus. But was there sort of an impetus that just kind of launched you into this direction?
Yeah, well, a lot of what happened was I was ended up going to a private Catholic school and did a brief internship my freshman year of college at Disney World. Went from Catholic school where I was like, "Ugh." Then I ended up going to Disney World and dating Prince Charming, Aladdin, and Prince Eric all at the same time. And I was like, "Hey, everybody, I'm me." And then I returned home, and everybody's like, "What's up? You're different." And I started realizing, well, I don't care. And so I just kind of naturally fell into raising my voice over and over again to the point where I became an activist. But more poignantly, I fell in love for the first time and suddenly kind of shed that first layer of skin that a lot of people go through when they're coming out of the closet, and you kind of somewhat reluctantly accept that you're gay. Okay, yeah, I am. But
Yeah.
falling in love actually helped me to uncover, wait, this beautiful gift within me. It's a profound thing. Wait, why isn't the whole world see this, and shouldn't the world know about this? Because not only was it about me and this other person, but oh, the love that I felt refracted onto all other loving relationships in my life and helped show me that there was something more beautiful to the world. And so then, yeah, I became an activist, and over several years on my college campus, became a beacon of hope for a lot of people, and helped transform the way a lot of folks on my college campus saw gay rights. And most importantly, at least to me, was I had over 150 young people come out to me as a young person myself, navigating their own experiences. And so I've then taken that experience into my forward momentum as part of my daily life.
Yeah. But no, as part of all that, though, since then you've traveled and kind of worked all throughout the world, and I would say primarily through Africa and stuff. How has that kind of come together from your experience?
Yeah, well, moving on from college, I my super senior year, I had the great fortune of doing a program called Semester at Sea. So I literally lived on a cruise ship and circumnavigated the globe to over 15 different countries, and that really sparked my passion from moving from a domestic space, was doing LGBT rights in the U.S., to really understanding the intersectional nature of the work that all human beings everywhere in all their diversity are deserving of fundamental freedoms and respect. And I got to see it play itself out in different ways as I traveled the world, seeing people with disabilities, seeing people at different caste levels or in poverty, And so I was able to really link together my LGBT passions to something bigger. And that has led me to a career as, and to become a globally recognized gender and human rights expert, and working in the field of development, where I work with different country contexts, advocates, country governments, consultants, to work on various programs that help people in different ways to realize their rights, to seek redress when their rights have been violated, and to really think about the bigger picture when it comes to erasing stigma, discrimination, and violence, especially faced by gender and sexual minorities around the world. So, yeah,
Wow.
I've been everywhere. I've done a lot of cool stuff. Yeah.
And you've, but also you've even been able to rub shoulders and be, close work, working with Judy Shepard, Archbishop Desmond Tutu. But I love the fact that it's his granddaughter that she was able to contribute to your book's opening prologue.
Well, yeah, I feel very blessed because another part of my book is really recognizing, and what I love about my memoir, if I can say it like that, I'm proud of my memoir because it's not a hero's journey, it's really a heroine's journey. And so for me, it's really capturing all the beautiful people that have come through my life and helped shown me this way by revealing to me their lived realities and their truths. And I've met a lot of people whose names may never be named in a history book, but who have moved mountains in their own ways in their own communities. And I've also been very fortunate to be mentored by people along the way, including Judy Shepard. When I was a college student, I brought her to campus, but she became a close friend and kind of held on to me during a really crucial part of my life. When I traveled around the world on semester at sea, we were fortunate to have Archbishop Desmond Tutu with us the whole time. So you can imagine in the close quarters of a cruise ship, getting to know this person in a human way. And it was never about the grandiosity of him being a Nobel Prize winner, but it was his everyday actions of just being a kind, caring, loving person. Every day in the lunch line, he'd be like, boop, boop, boop. Hello, Ryan. How are you? you know, and but their lived realities there. If you think about the Shepherds and what they've done in this country for gay rights after the tragic loss of their son, and the strength with which they live their lives to this very day. Judy just got a presidential freedom award just a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
and Desmond Tutu helping lead the truth and reconciliation process within South Africa and all that he faced, yet having this energy and this capacity to see the world optimistically has been so inspiring to me. And it's a gift, but for me, I also see it as a responsibility. And so to have them contribute meaningfully to my book, along with others like David Korea, a leading activist in Kenya, Alok Menon, who many know as a non-binary champion of gender equality and expanding our notions of inclusion in the space. And Niobe Way, a leading expert on masculinities, particularly about boys and young men, and how we need to transcend some of this
Yeah.
BS that homophobia undergirds in our society. So it meant a lot to have them in my life and to have them help shape the purview with which hopefully people read this book with. So,
Yeah. Well, this is great. And I'm going to make sure that when we post this, especially on YouTube, but other places, I'm going to make sure there's a link to so they could buy it directly on Amazon as well. So, but between that and all your social media, which you're very good at, will be hopefully every people have no problem being able to find how to figure out how to reach you.
well, thank you so much. And I really do hope that people who decide to pick up my book will not just see it as my journey, but will hopefully be lifted up by the powerful stories I tell of the people I've met throughout my life. And particularly for those who identify as LGBT, that it'll help us all to centralize our fundamental humanity and see that this part of ourselves is actually a gift, a light, and a light to shine on the whole world, something that all people everywhere can benefit from. And it's
Yeah.
not, we have to shed the shame that we've cultivated and have been imposed upon us, to realize that who we are actually is the gift in and of itself just by existing. And hopefully people will be inspired to find their humanity, if you will. So
I love that. Well, thanks so much for taking a few moments of your time sharing some of your story with our audience. And I look forward to actually also connecting with you in the real world soon.
thank you so much. It really means a lot, Matt. I really appreciate it.
Great seeing you here.